There's a time that comes in every life, sometimes many times, where you suddenly declare, I'm starting over. New city, new relationship, new job, new country, you pack your bags, you close the doors, you get in the car and you move somewhere, convinced that this year it will be different. This time it will be different because new year, new me after all. But then 6 months later, you find yourself in the same argument, the same problem, the same financial struggle, the same stress. Even though you've moved, even though you've changed everything, you still find yourself stuck in that same problem. If this happens to you, listen closely. You're not starting over, you're continuing a pattern. Today, we're going to explore why we actually carry our problems and struggles and what it actually takes to get rid of them. When you move to a different city, you bring you with you. When you enter a new relationship, you bring your anxiety, you bring your fear of relationships, you bring your trust issues with you. When you get a new job, you bring your fear of failure, you bring your perfectionism with you. The external changes feel like progress, new environment, new city, new place, new everything. But once things settle in, the internal program and things resume. We all have something I like to call a pattern history, which is just a collection of responses, beliefs, and just behaviors that we've collected throughout history. The first one is the relationship pattern. Okay, you date someone and he's constantly criticizing you that, you keep on doing this, why are you doing this, why are you doing that, right? And you tell yourself that, I will never ever date someone like that again. 6 months later, you change everything. You change where you live, how you look, your environment, everything. And you end up dating someone new. And a few months later, he's turning out to be the exact same as your ex. And that's because you choose a familiar feeling over a new dynamic. 2, the work pattern. Okay, you quit a job where you feel as if you're being undervalued and overworked, and you apply to a new job at a different company saying that they will provide balance. But within a year, you quickly find yourself staying up late, staying overtime, constantly doing work and having no time to do something else. And that is because you were unable to set boundaries with yourself. 3, the financial pattern. Okay, you clear your debt on your credit card. You say that you're going to be different. You're not going to spend any money. But 6 months later, you find yourself in the same position. The debt is back again because when you tried to change, you brought your emotional spending and that high of retail therapy with you. 4, the health pattern. Okay, you restart your fitness journey every Monday, every month, every year. Okay, you say that this month is gonna be different. Okay, you buy new gear, you download a motivational app. Okay, but then before February, you find yourself in the same situation. You're back being all unmotivated because you brought your all or nothing mindset with you when you decided to change. You see the pattern? The scenery changes, but the script doesn't. So how do you break the pattern? Step 1 is to stop running. Okay, nothing will change if you keep on running away from it. Okay, so I want you to just stop. Okay, don't blame yourself, but just stop and realize it. Okay, this keeps happening, but what am I doing that keeps on triggering this to happen? Step 2 is to find the origin. Think back. Think, when did I learn that to be loved is to please people? When did I learn that rest was considered lazy? When did I learn that this is that? Step 3 is to feel the original feelings. Okay, when things happen, you build walls around yourself to block out feelings. Okay, block out everything. Okay, so I want you to just stop and just feel the emotion. Just feel the emotions. Don't do anything else. If you want to cry, then cry. Just feel the emotions, because there's no point on saying, I'm just going to change and get over it when you're still clearly upset about it. Step 4 is to install a new default. Okay, when you constantly do something, when something constantly happens to you, it's because that you've done it so much that you've just started to unconsciously do it. And in order to actually get rid of that unconscious default is to start slowly and consistently making a new default, putting new steps in, adding new things to slowly change that default. This is where you reclaim your energy. You don't need a new city, a new hairstyle, a new life. You just need a new internal compass. The first different choice might be small, like saying no to something when your old self would have said yes, staying in a conversation where your old self would have left, or just going to bed early when your old self would have just kept on scrolling. Every time you choose differently, you're weakening your old path and strengthening a new one. You are not starting over. For the first time, you are actually beginning. The new person you're trying to become is not waiting for you in a new city, in a new relationship, or in a new hairstyle. They are waiting for you in a new choice, in a new decision. The running is over, the starting over is over. The only way to get out of this pattern is to go through it. What's one pattern you're ready to stop running from? Name it in the comments below. And subscribe for more ways to rebuild your life.